Welcome back to BBLB. The time is 6:16 and it is day 2 of Ultimate Big Brother. Now, this series is a different ball game. They've got huge suitcases, silk sheets and a bigger luxury item allowance. And I can reveal that John McCririck has taken in 24 cans of Diet Coke and a teapot. How showbiz is that? But how are our housemates coping with their first day?
The one thing everybody wants to know about is how Chantel and Preston are getting on now they're living together for the first time since their divorce, especially as today would be their anniversary, everybody. Sad. Hey, Josie was there for Chantel last night.
My head feels like it's everywhere right now. Does yours?
Yeah, don't worry, it's normal.
Yeah, I feel really emotional.
Do you?
Yeah, like really bad.
Whilst Preston let us know how he was feeling.
At the time you married, you felt like...
It just felt like...
Or did you just get caught up in the moment?
I was really in love with her. Here he was. Yeah, it's a bit sad. It was a sad day.
Oh, we loved that you loved her. We'll be talking more about those two with Judy Jones very soon. Now, at 9:53 last night, Nadia didn't pull any punches when she set about telling Josie her opinions on her crab-eyed hunk.
We've got to protect her from this ghastly Australian, haven't we? No, we have.
He's lovely, John.
He's not.
I'm not sure what he sees is what he's offering.
What? Do you not think he feels the same way?
I don't think he's ready for that type of... You don't want to see the signs, but you saw the way he behaved with you. It wasn't a normal... I'm talking too much.
No, you're not.
Oh, looks like Josie won't have a bad word said against her boy. And after the snog they had last night, who can really blame her? However, soon enough, the house was back into its usual swing. And at 11:36 last night, our old mate, the Tree of Temptation, chose his first victim.
Listen, Walrus Face, I want you to do the one thing that comes hardest to you. For once in your life, I want you to be pleasant to other people.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I want you to play against type and become Mr. Nice Guy. If you can do the impossible, I will get you a broadsheet each and every day from tomorrow onwards.
Yeah, but I'm not here beyond Friday.
If you don't do what I ask, I'll get my mate Big Bro to make you immune from the first eviction.
Don't you start that. I can't do that.
Womble, listen, I'm the Tree of Temptation, I'll do what I like.
You're a softie.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a decent softie, isn't he?
I'm a nice guy.
You are, yep.
John McCrook being nice. I would not have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Today at 3:39, Nikki was set her first task and it had a familiar theme. Ex-housemates from years gone by were hidden in a box and Nikki had to work out who is she with her powers of touch.
Nikki, housemate number 2 is either A, Sam Marchant from Big Brother 8, B, Amanda Marchant from Big Brother 8, or C, Katraya Kasizapar from Big Brother 9.
Katraya.
Your feeling time starts now.
It's Katraya. A Katraya, 100%.
Feel a tantrum coming on. To find out how she's getting on, head on to the website channel4.com/Big Brother.
So, out here are 3 of the ex-housemates that were in Nikki's challenge. It's Amma, Kagi and Katraya! So, Amma, you were in Big Brother 2 with Brian.
I was.
Is he still going to be that lovable little rogue that we fell in love with way back in 2001?
I'm sure he will be, but I haven't seen much of him over the
Right.
last few years, so I don't know what
He
he's
seems
like.
the same, so fingers crossed.
Yes, I'm sure he's going to be lovely.
Caroline,
Yes.
you were in the original Big Brother with Nasty Nick.
Yes.
Do you think he's going to live up to that Nasty Nick status?
Well, to be honest, Emma, I think he's going to do it in a different way. I
Right.
think behind those cool blue eyes, there lurks a bit of a murderer, so don't push him. Yeah?
Oh, my
I think
goodness!
Eyes and knives. He's an axe-wielding homicidal maniac.
And Katraya, Nikki Graham obviously was doing the task today. Did she have any, like, typical Nikki Graham tantrums?
A little strop, you mean?
Did she?
Oh, yes, she did, but only a tiny, windy one.
A tiny little one?
Yeah.
Well, that's good for Nikki, really, because normally they're massive. Can we just clear up that Nasty Nick isn't really a murderer? He is a really nice man, and it was just a figure of speech.
Oh, yes, he
right.
is.
It's really good to see you all back. Let's hear it from our ex-housemates.
Now, as well as we all know, Ultimate Big Brother has begun, but with so many egos under one roof, we doubt if it will be a relaxing stay for our housemates. Our next guest is itching to get into their heads. It's our behavioural psychologist, Judy James. Hello, Judy. Judy, my love, what kind of behaviour can we expect from the housemates second time round?
I mean, this is such a volatile group. It's almost like BB has forensically chosen people that would just go in there to combust. And I think
they have, Julie.
They have.
That's exactly what they've done.
Stop now, then. I mean, I think we thought we were going to just get our hankies out and just have a load of the ex-winners in there that we could just do a nostalgic trip. But this is a hierarchical nightmare in there. And what's interesting about them, I think you might think that it would be the celebrities that would be in there throwing their weight around and trying to act like top dog. But in actual fact, people like Ulrika, I think she's quite keen to show that she's in there with the rest of the girls. John McCrick's just taking himself off in his underpants.
Doing his own thing, as per
Doing his own thing. So it's kind of the lower orders in terms of status that we're really looking at, I think, for the spats and the fights, because they'll be so keen to try and show that they're actually celebrity status themselves.
Right, OK, the also-rans, and they'll be causing the problems.
And, I mean, they've already started. I mean, Nikki started doing her infantile, trying to get the pillow changed and things like that.
Yeah.
Nadia just swatted her, and then Brian joined in. I mean, that's where the trouble's going to start.
And what about Josie? How do you think she's going to fit in with her new group?
You know, we've got to remember with Josie, she's gone from this absolute group of besotted people. I mean, Josie and her boys, they all loved her. They were all there to protect her. And she's gone into this sort of piranha tank as far as the characters are concerned. And she got a vague honeymoon period when she went in, but if we look at the greetings that we got...
Yeah, we've got John McCrick first. He was very nice to her, though.
They were fine, and again, it was the celebrities, it was the higher-ranking people that paid their dues. You know, and Ulrika, you know, they said congratulations. So a brief honeymoon period. But I think if we look at Makosi's greeting with her, then we get a bit of a different story. So Makosi, again, we're going down the ranks now.
Not even nearly looking at her.
Distracted kiss. So what she's doing is she's kissing her but paying her no attention. So it's almost like she doesn't exist.
Do we think Josie stands any chance of winning?
If it was the ex-winners in there, I can understand it. But I just think with this lot, it would be very, very difficult for them to let her win. We're already getting body language signals that she's struggling slightly. She stopped sucking her thumb quite so much, and I know that's a comfort signal. But in actual fact, she was showing that she was socially confident because she would just suck her thumb anywhere and everywhere. She stopped doing it, so I think she's feeling a little bit intimidated in there. She's got these very difficult groups. I mean, she's got people that have gone in there to try and promote themselves, people that are maybe like the Makosis and people like that are trying to prove with their big egos that I can get back in there again and win the next time.
And what about the first-time winners, the guys like Brian and...
The emotional tourists. I mean, people like Chantal in particular, I mean, they've gone in there, they've got the most to lose, but I think they're going to be very difficult for Josie because she's going to look, I would imagine, at people like Chantal. And for Josie, it's like Marley's ghost. This is almost like the future for Josie. And look, that relationship's gone completely
Josie's going to get super depressed. What about those two, obviously? Because this was like the big meet, first time since they got divorced, right?
I mean, this was fascinating. But I always believed in this relationship.
We've got
I think we're in there.
We've got, so we can see them. Look, that's them first time. Look at the faces.
There was a little bit. She looked slightly as though she'd been slapped at the start when she first saw him. Then they did this whole ritual, so, you know, win. But later, when they got in the nest together, that's when we started to see some real complex signals. And if you notice, for a start, she's got about 100 barriers up. I think they're aimed at Coolio. But if you look at him, he's sitting back. Now, he started doing this pit-bearing thing.
Coolio can't get out there quick enough. Look at him.
He knows when to leave. Look, he's trying to prove Preston that he couldn't care less, you can't hurt me, but the knees are up. So he's protecting all the delicate parts.
It's all in the knees, basically. So the arms are telling you I couldn't care less, and the knees are saying
I can be hurt. There's still some mileage.
Do you think is there any signs of them rekindling anything?
You know, Preston falls in love very easily. I mean, I think that's his thing, and I think, you know, who knows?
Let's cross our fingers, guys. Judy James, everybody. Thank you, my love.
Right, that's all for tonight, but who knows what will be unleashed over the next 2.5 weeks? Will it be this?
I'm so cold!
Or this?
Give me my dark coats.
Or maybe even this?
Give me cigarettes to get me out of here.
Pardon?
Don't forget to watch BBLB at 6 p.m. tomorrow when we'll be talking to Tara Palmer-Tomkinson and getting a little bit of booby action.
The main show is on tonight at 10 p.m. and you can catch up with all the latest Ultimate Big Brother news at channel4.com/Big Brother. Goodbye.